Hello and welcome back to Epic English. I'm your host, Sarah.
And I'm Mark. Hi, everyone. So happy to have you here with us again.
Today we have a delicious topic. We're talking about something very important.
Let me guess. Food?
Yes, specifically breakfast, British breakfast.
Ooh, I'm hungry already. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day.
Mine too. So Mark, tell me, what do you usually eat for breakfast?
During the week, I keep it simple. I have cereal with milk or toast with jam, and of course, a cup of tea.
Very British. Toast and tea is a classic. What about weekends?
Weekends are different. On Saturday or Sunday, I have more time. Sometimes I make a full English breakfast.
Ah, the famous full English. For our listeners who don't know, can you explain what a full English breakfast is?
Of course, a full English breakfast, sometimes called a fry-up, is a big cooked breakfast with many different foods.
It's not small, that's for sure. Mark, what's inside a full English?
Okay, let me list the important parts. First, you have eggs, usually fried eggs.
Yes, fried eggs with runny yolks. Delicious.
Next, you have bacon, not like American bacon. British bacon is thicker and it comes from the back of the pig.
And sausages, pork sausages, usually 2 of them.
Then you have baked beans, beans in a tomato sauce. This is very British. Many countries think it's strange to have beans for breakfast.
It is a bit strange, but we love it. What else?
Fried tomatoes. You cut a tomato in half and fry it until it's soft.
And fried mushrooms. Mushrooms cooked in butter or oil.
Then you have black pudding. Now, this is interesting. Black pudding is a type of sausage made with blood and grains.
It sounds strange, but it's very tasty. Not everyone eats it, but it's traditional.
And finally, you have toast with butter. And of course, a big pot of tea.
That is a lot of food. No wonder it's called a full breakfast.
It's huge. You don't need to eat again for the rest of the day.
Mark, let's teach our listeners some useful breakfast words.
Good idea. Let's start with cereal. This is a common breakfast food. You put it in a bowl, add milk, and eat it with a spoon.
Examples of cereal are cornflakes, Rice Krispies, or granola.
Next word, toast. This is bread that you cook in a toaster until it's brown and crispy. You put butter, jam, or marmalade on top.
What's marmalade?
Marmalade is a jam made from oranges. It's a bit bitter, not too sweet. Very British.
Another word, porridge. This is hot oatmeal. You make it with milk or water and eat it warm. It's very popular in Scotland.
Porridge is healthy and keeps you full for a long time. My grandmother ate porridge every morning.
Lovely. Now let's talk about breakfast drinks. Mark, what do British people drink with breakfast?
Tea, of course. Strong black tea with milk. Some people drink coffee, but tea is more traditional.
And orange juice is common too, usually cold, not hot.
Right. Okay, let's learn some useful phrases for talking about breakfast.
Number 1, what's for breakfast? This means, what are we eating this morning?
Number 2, I'm starving. This means I'm very hungry.
Number 3, shall I put the kettle on? This means, shall I make tea?
I like that one.
Number 5, just a quick bite. This means a small, fast breakfast.
Great phrases. Let's practice. If I say, I'm starving, what's for breakfast? How do you answer?
You can say, I'll make you some toast, or how about a full English?
Perfect.
Welcome back to Epic English. We're talking about British breakfast. Mark, is breakfast different in other parts of the UK?
Yes, it is. In Scotland, they have some special additions. For example, Scottish porridge is very famous. And they sometimes have Lorne sausage. That's square sausage, not round like English sausages.
Oh, yes, square sausage. I've tried that. It's delicious. What about Wales?
In Wales, they have laverbread. It's not bread, it's seaweed. They cook it with oats and eat it with bacon.
Seaweed for breakfast? That's interesting.
Very healthy, apparently. And in Ireland, the full Irish is similar to English, but they often have soda bread, a type of bread made with baking soda instead of yeast.
So every part of the UK and Ireland has its own breakfast tradition.
Exactly. But the idea is the same. A big, hearty meal to start the day.
Now let's talk about a very British breakfast tradition, the fry-up at a cafe.
Oh yes, in every town in Britain you can find little cafes that serve breakfast all day.
These cafes are often called greasy spoons. That's a funny name, isn't it?
Yes, greasy spoon means a small, cheap cafe. The food is simple but tasty, and the plates are sometimes a little bit greasy.
In a greasy spoon, you can order a full English for about 5 pounds or 6 pounds. It's cheap and filling.
And you can order it any time. Breakfast at 11 in the morning? Yes. Breakfast at 3 in the afternoon? Yes. All-day breakfast is a wonderful thing.
I agree. Sometimes after a long week, I want breakfast for dinner. We call that Brinner, breakfast for dinner.
Brinner. I love that word. Okay, let's learn some café phrases.
Good idea. If you go to a greasy spoon, what do you say?
You can say, "Can I have a full English, please?" Or, "I'll have the breakfast special."
The server might ask, how do you want your eggs?
Good question. You can say, "Fried with a runny yolk," "Scrambled, mixed together in a pan," "Poached, cooked in water," "Boiled, cooked in the shell."
They might also ask, white or brown toast?
White bread or brown bread? Simple.
And tea or coffee?
The answer is always tea, of course.
Of course. Let's talk about healthy breakfasts now. Not everyone eats a big fry-up every day.
That's true. A full English is a treat, not an everyday meal. On normal days, people eat healthier things.
What are some healthy breakfast options in the UK?
Many people eat yogurt with fruit and granola, or porridge with berries, or avocado on toast. This is very popular now with young people.
Avocado on toast? Very trendy. My sister eats that every morning.
Some people eat fruit, bananas, apples, berries, quick and healthy.
And smoothies are popular too. You blend fruit with yogurt or milk for a drinkable breakfast.
Perfect for people in a hurry. Now, let's talk about a very special British breakfast tradition, the full English for special occasions.
Ooh, what do you mean?
Well, in many British hotels, breakfast is a big event. They have a buffet with everything you can imagine.
A buffet, yes. You can choose cereal, fruit, yogurt, pastries, and then you go to the hot section for eggs, bacon, sausages.
And you can eat as much as you want. Dangerous for me.
Same here. I always eat too much at hotel breakfasts.
On holiday, breakfast is the best meal. You take your time, you drink lots of tea, you plan your day.
Beautiful. Now, Mark, I have a question for our listeners.
Let's hear it.
What do you eat for breakfast in your country? Is it similar to British breakfast or very different?
Yes, we want to know. Do you eat a big breakfast or a small one? Sweet or savory? Tea or coffee?
Write your answers in the comments. We'll read some in our next episode.
Great idea. Now let's learn some idioms about breakfast.
I love idioms. What's your favorite breakfast idiom?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. This means don't plan based on something that hasn't happened yet. Chickens and eggs, breakfast related.
Good one. Another is egg on your face. This means you look stupid because something you did went wrong.
For example, he said he would win, but he lost. Now he has egg on his face.
Perfect. Another one, walk on eggshells. This means to be very careful around someone because they might get angry.
My boss is in a bad mood today. I'm walking on eggshells.
And finally, your bread and butter. This means your main source of income.
Teaching is my bread and butter. Great idioms.
Okay, let's do a quick review. Mark, can you ask our listeners some questions?
Of course. Question 1. What is a full English breakfast?
So, a big cooked breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, and toast.
Question 2. What does greasy spoon mean?
A small, cheap cafe that serves simple food.
Question 3. Name one way to have your eggs.
Fried, scrambled, poached, or boiled.
Perfect. Great job, everyone.
Okay, we have time for one more fun topic. Mark, what's your perfect breakfast?
My perfect breakfast is on a Sunday morning. I wake up late, around 9. I make a pot of strong tea. Then I make a full English, but without black pudding. I sit in my pajamas, read the news on my phone, and eat slowly. It's heaven.
That sounds perfect. My perfect breakfast is simpler. Croissants with really good jam, fresh orange juice, and a latte. And I eat it outside if the weather is nice.
Beautiful. Well, that's all we have time for today.
Thank you so much for listening to Epic English.
We hope you enjoyed learning about British breakfast. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe.
And leave a comment telling us about breakfast in your country. We really want to know.
See you next time, and don't forget to eat a good breakfast.
Bye, everyone.